Stefano Ghisolfi reminisces about the world's first 9C plus sport climb. Ondra suggests that all climbing gyms and even IFSC competitions should use a revolutionary new grading system. Shawn Raboutou's V17 Megatron finally sees a repeat and a subsequent double-digit downgrade. We've also got some wildly innovative climbing products hitting the market today, and all on April 1st. What a day. Welcome to August Climbing. My name is August. We've got a lot of things to cover today, so let's jump right into my top 5 April Fool's climbing-related posts from this year. Number 5 comes to us from Stefano Ghisolfi. Let's see what he shares. 6 years ago today, who can remember this route? What a crazy perspective here on this Ghisolfi classic. Even the sideways mountains in the backgrounds are so unique. That's wild. So what did Stefano have to say about this send on April 1st, 2018? Well, to find the answer, I literally had to scroll on his Instagram page for 10 minutes to find out. That's right, I'm doing all the hard work for you today. So let's see what he had to say from April 1st, 2018. Stefano shares, "Unbelievable. I never told anything to anybody about this project, and now it's done. I always tried it secretly to avoid more pressure on myself, and in the end, everything worked. I tried this route so many times since I moved to Arco that it took all my energies and my stamina out of my body and my mind. All this for more than 50 days. It's impossible to count every single attempt. There are just too many. I believe this is the hardest thing I've ever tried, and let's make it clear, the hardest in the entire world." Ghisolfi continues talking about training in a hypergravity room, a 3-meter diagonal jump, even learning to levitate during the only rest on the route, climbing in virtual reality before the send. He says, "For all these reasons, I want to propose and confirm, since I climbed it twice for the pictures, the first 9C plus of the world. I want to call it Pelirpa, like the goddess of sacrifice, patience, and fishing. Why? Simply because it took me a lot of time, effort, and mental strength." Of course, not long after, there was a follow-up post, again back in 2018. He says, "Obviously, it was an April Fool. I've never climbed a 9C plus called Pelirpa. If you read it the opposite way, it's April P or April 1st in Italian." Very creative. So nicely done by Stefano Ghisolfi. Whether you're measuring in fake ascents or real ascents, he certainly is one of the best sport climbers in the world, and he has a great sense of humor to boot. Next up at number 4, we have an innovative new climbing product from Fingers of Fury. Of course, they announced this on April 1st. Here at Fingers of Fury, we know how much joy you get knowing your wooden finger training device could explode at any given time. It's just so exciting. But gosh darn it, that pesky carabiner just won't break. How annoying. Well, fret not climbers, we've found a solution. We've crafted these handmade carabiners out of the same organic engineering material you've come to know and love. That's right, wood. You'll enjoy a cornucopia of advantages over aluminum, such as the ability to grow mold, easily breakable, flammable, splinters, and many more. It can also be used as trash if you're just looking for something to throw away. What are you waiting for? Buy like 20 of these and get cracking, literally and figuratively. Well, I don't know about you, but I am certainly convinced. I guess I'll want to ask them how many kilonewtons of force these can take, but other than that, it sounds great. And of course, Ondra is not going to sit this day out, so at number 3, we have a post that he shared in collaboration with Lattice Training. He says, "Despite my initial doubts when I was introduced to O grades, O standing for Ondra, by Wide Boys, the idea really stuck with me, and I started developing the subject a bit better. Pete Whitaker and Tom Paul Randall's original proposition was that whatever I flash is given O0, whatever I climb in 1 session, then it gets O1, whatever I climb in 2 sessions gets O2. My main skepticism was the grade O0 is simply too wide. So my proposition is to include minus points too." Ondra goes on to further flesh this out and notes that Silence 9C would receive a score of 060, whereas DNA 7A, the world's most climbed 7A, would get O-2. Ondra then boldly states, I suggest that all climbing gyms, including IFSC competitions, should use this grading system from now on. 8a.nu website has already agreed to change their French grading system to O grades, as the guru Jens Larsen agrees that O grades are much more accurate and less subjective than the French grading system. Their software engineers are working on this change, and I'm eagerly awaiting for IFSC Climbing's response. Several of you have commented on this channel before discussing O grades, so I'm sure that you are just as excited about this as I am. So don't be surprised if you only see O grades on this channel moving forward. Well, it is April 1st, so take that with a grain of salt. Moving on to number 2, this product is hilarious, but if it works, it will absolutely revolutionize the climbing community. It's an April 1st announcement from Evolv Worldwide. Let's check it out. Beta Spray, the anti-beta spray. We've heard the idea before, but now you can buy it. Hit the link in our bio now to protect yourself from nasty beta sprayers for only $19.98. Now, I think most of you are going to agree that getting this at $19.98 is quite a steal, but just in case your budget is a little bit tight this month, they also have an option for 3 easy payments of $6.66. It's something to consider anyway, and I mean, if it keeps beta sprayers away, you can't put a price on that. And at number 1, my personal favorite from climbing.com, let's take a look at their big news of the day. Megatron V17 finally repeated. Downgrade to V15 suggested. Hotshot American DB Vernon has been on a tear lately. He spent last fall ticking off a long list of V15 and V16 problems across North America and Europe, and now has scored his first proposed V17, tackling the previously unrepeated Shawn Raboutou line Megatron last week. Quote, "It was really sick," the 21-year-old told Climbing. "I tried really hard, and then I did it." Vernon's Savage V15 recommendation is surprising considering the hefty amount of work other top-shelf Americans like Drew Ruana and Daniel Woods have put into the rig. "Nothing against those guys," said Vernon, who reportedly spent only a couple of weekends working on the climb before ascending. "Like, I'm not going to say it wasn't hard, it took a lot out of me. I was pumped, it's steep, the holds are small too." Still, Vernon said he doesn't believe Raboutou's line stacks up to V17. "So there's some V15 leading into an old V14. So what?" he said, chuckling. "Dude, that just makes it a long V15. This is truly the best type of April Fool's post where, at least for a few moments, you're wondering, could this be real? If there are any doubts in your mind about this one, definitely check out the full article by climbing.com. I will link to it in the description. It's a hilarious read and well worth your time. And hopefully before long, we'll have some real news about a Megatron repeat, though likely not with a double-digit downgrade. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Did I miss any of your favorites? Let me know in the comments. And hey, my name is August. Thank you so much for watching.